Stop wasting hours on 3D renders. What if I told you that interior designers are now making hundreds of dollars an hour simply by using AI? In this video, I'm going to show you how to use MidJourney's retexture mode to revolutionize your workflow, pitch 4 times more ideas to clients, and save hours on concept development. Hit like if you love learning about interior design tech. Let's get this video out to more designers. We all know how time-consuming 3D rendering is. Clients want multiple design concepts, but creating high-quality visuals takes hours and sometimes days. But what if AI could cut that time to just 10 minutes? MidJourney's retexture mode is a game changer. It lets you transform an existing space into any style without rebuilding 3D models. This means less time spent rendering, more design options for clients, and higher profit per project. MidJourney's retexture mode is like having an AI interior design assistant. Here's how it works. It analyzes an image that you upload, for example, a client's living room. It retextures surfaces, changes lighting, and applies different material, all while keeping the structure of the image intact. You get 4 variations instantly, and you can tweak them in seconds. Here's how designers are using this to speed up their workflow and charge more per project. Imagine offering clients multiple design styles, classic Scandinavian, wabi-sabi industrial, without having to draw a single new wall. Let's jump into MidJourney and get set up. So once you've opened MidJourney, you can head over to the Edit tab, and it's split into the Edit tool and the Retexture tool. We're interested in the Retexture tool. And you can see here it says it will change the contents of an input image when trying to preserve the original structure. So you can input an image in 2 ways. The first way is to upload an image that you have created or taken. This could be a photo, it could be a model that you've made in SketchUp, or even something that you might have made in a rendering program like Enscape, or you can upload an image from a URL. So that means if you found an image on the web that you'd like to work on or you're using as inspiration, you can take the URL and put the link in here. You can then use a simple prompt like retexture the walls to white marble or black marble, add soft diffuse lighting, or replace furniture with minimalist wood pieces. MidJourney's depth-aware AI keeps the perspective correct, so your retextures look realistic. First of all, you'll need to take a photo of the space or use a reference image. For example, something that you've created in SketchUp. Walls, floors, and lighting are updated in seconds. Different textures and materials can be applied effortlessly. So I'm going to upload an image that I've taken of a project. This is a kitchen that I want to redesign. So we can start with something very, very simple. So imagine a modern contemporary kitchen with timber, let's say oak cabinets, and marble. Let's go white marble counters, stainless steel appliances. You can see you're given 4 options here. Obviously, there are some issues with this image, but you can see how it has maintained the structure of the original image here. Let me just put them side by side. It has kept this wall. This is a solid wall. It is not a door, but the AI generates 4 different options. Pick your favorite, tweak any details, and create more variations. So instead of spending hours in a rendering program like Enscape or V-Ray, you have 8 reasonably polished concepts in minutes. Let's have a look at a couple of the other options. So you can see this is much better. And here we've got some more ideas, and I haven't actually specified the floor, but you can see we've got the timber finish, the marble countertops. By changing the prompt, you can generate as many things as you want. Hit like and subscribe because I'll be sharing more ways for interior designers to make money with AI. Now we have generated some basic images. Let's see how we can improve the aesthetics of the image and align it with our own vision of the space that we want to create. If you've got an image where you would like a particular style, you can train the MidJourney model to align the images it creates with the style, which is what I've done with this here. So let me show you how that works. If you turn on your settings, you can play around with your image size, but what I want to focus on is this personalization button. And you can see there's a drop down menu where you've got a global profile and also all of these other profiles, and you can switch it on and off. And what these profiles do, it basically aligns the image that you create to a certain aesthetic. Let's briefly go into the personalization button and just check out how you can change this. In this personalization profile, you can create 2 different things. A standard profile, which you can use to align the aesthetics of all the images you create. And we do this by looking at pairs of images that MidJourney selects for you, and you'll choose from the pairs. This will become part of your global profile. So you can see in this account, I've ranked over 1,000 images. The next thing that you can do is create a mood board. So let's say you're working on a particular project and you found some inspiration images and you would like the image that you create to align with those inspiration images. You can create a mood board. Basically, you can either upload images from your computer or add from links, or if you've got a gallery in your Create tab, you can actually add those images to that, and you can call that mood board whatever you want. If you'd like a more in-depth video on mood boards, then please leave a comment and I will create one. So let's head back into the retexture tab. Another way I like to work on prompting is to actually open up ChatGPT, add in a file. So let's say we have this kitchen image that we like and we want to create a prompt that aligns with this kitchen image. So you could go into ChatGPT or Claude or even in MidJourney using the describe command and ask it to create a prompt for MidJourney that describes this image. So you can see here we've got a prompt. Let me just copy it and then we can head back into MidJourney. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn off the personalization and delete this. And I don't need the aspect ratio or the style, and I'm going to submit this. You can see here it's added in some lighting and some details with styling. And so this is something that you can also do to make your images a little bit more personal. So we can see here, it's not got quite what we want, but it has actually brought in some of the details that we have. So let's look at the original image. We can see it's got the cabinetry correct. And it does have some of the same vibes. So if you want the best results, here are a few of my AI prompt secrets. Use depth-aware prompts, so retexture walls to warm oak. Add lighting effects, soft ambient glow with natural daylight. Keep style consistency. Use a mood board code to align multiple rooms. Want to maintain visual cohesion across multiple spaces? Consider building a MidJourney mood board. If you want to know how to build MidJourney mood boards to maintain visual consistency, leave a comment and I'll create one. Finally, let's check out another example. So to create a new retexture, we can edit our uploaded image, and I want to use this example of a bedroom. So here we have a bedroom. You can see the bedroom has some furniture in it, and there is also this throw. So I'm just going to add in this prompt here, and let's just make sure you're in the retexture tab and submit the retexture. So one thing I want you to note, you will see it has kept this throw. So one of my tips is, if you're taking a photo of a real interior, make sure that you are taking away any pieces that you don't want to include. So you can see here the throw, the cushions that are kind of haphazardly placed on the bed have been maintained. And this is true of all of the images. So you can see you've got quite a number of images, but they have maintained the basic structure. So my tip is, if there are things in your images that you would like to make sure exist, then do include them in the photo. If you want to take things out, for example, the throw, the cushions, make sure that they are arranged in the way that you will find pleasing to the eye. So my tip here is, the more perfect the original image is, the better your results will be. So let's talk workflow and money. This simple workflow can help you iterate your design concepts quickly without having to spend hours learning a rendering program. It will help you get your client on board more easily. Using this technology, you can charge more per hour for AI accelerated design concepts. Interior designers who use AI can land more clients. A faster turnaround means more projects. Upselling AI-powered design previews to high-end clients, and differentiate themselves in a competitive market. And the best part, clients love it. They get multiple polished options without the long waits. MidJourney is constantly improving. Version 7 is coming soon, and with each version it gets smarter. So you'll find sharper detail and improved style blending, more intuitive retexturing, and don't forget, early adopters are the ones who profit most. So if you've been hesitant about using AI, now's the time to get ahead before everyone else does. So think about it. Will you future-proof your skills, or will you let others get ahead? Want to practice your MidJourney skills? Then I encourage you to download my MidJourney Notion template. It's completely free. On it, you're going to find a prompt database where you can save your prompts, and also find example prompts that you can practice on. You'll also find some further instructions on how to use MidJourney, a place to save your best images and prompts, links to resources that you might find helpful. You'll find a link in the description, and I encourage you to check it out and use it. So tell me in the comments, would you use AI like MidJourney in your design business? What's your biggest concern about AI in interior design? And if you found this video helpful, want to learn more about tweaking your designs in MidJourney, I recommend that you watch the video on the edit feature. I'll leave a link somewhere on screen.